What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who've made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I am joined by Shannon, Crouching Tiger, Times.
What's up?
It was the Times and the Tiger. I couldn't get it together.
Right.
And LeVon, Hidden Dragon Maynard.
Well, I got to be Hidden Dragon. What's going on with that?
Crouch Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I want to be Crouch Tiger. No. You better put a T in your name then. That's right. That's right.
So I bring it up because 2 out of 3 of us went and watched Shang-Chi. I think I pronounced it right because he definitely made you pronounce it right throughout the movie.
That's right.
Like there's a whole scene where he's just like Shang, like
right.
Say it right. Like we'll get to there. But there's a reference there because I don't know if you peeped it or I am out of my mind, but one of the actresses was a main character from Crouch Tiger, Dragon, right? I'm gonna look it up while we're discussing. But yeah. I could have sworn, and she did not age. It was really creepy. Like that lady doesn't eat sugar. She's only working out, only water for her. Because I was like, yo, I swear this is the same lady. And I remember watching this movie like 20 years ago or something.
Yeah.
But again, we'll get there. But with that being said, this is the part of the podcast where we talk about everything but cybersecurity, unless we're studying for something. And I just got done working like a 60-hour week, 70-hour week. I said I was going to study. I did not study. I was studying for work.
And you know what? In solidarity to you, I did not study either.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Because of you.
We staying strong together.
Only because of you.
Man, I was studying for these upcoming weeks events. What I was doing. I am tired, but so how's everybody's week? What's everybody been getting into?
I've just been getting into watching that movie, like you mentioned. That's probably the biggest highlight for me. Playing some video games. I beat. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I beat the Control. I was playing that on the PC. Beat that a little while back actually, but I forgot to mention it. I think on a couple podcasts ago. Then I played some of the 12 minutes. I think we kind of chatted about that a little bit. Which I thought was a pretty fun game. It's like a very, very interesting game. Very very, I'll say like it's kind of a minimal game, but it's very interesting, kind of catches it's like a little bit of a mystery and trying to figure out how to get out of this time loop.
So is it more like a point and click, or is it more like a roguelite, or is it like a combination of the two? Because I'm trying not to get it spoiled for me. So I've been like media blackout on it. I'm waiting for my controller to get here.
So yeah, you have to I guess it's kind of a point and click a little bit. You have to interact with objects, and you're just like it's pretty much it's limited like to this like apartment building that you're in, apartment room, I guess, a room in apartment. Yeah, and you're just like moving around. You have to kind of interact. You can change the story that happens. It's only like it's actually I'm not gonna try to spoil anything, but it's like 10 minutes that you actually have 10 minutes to figure out what you need to do in this scenario, and your actions change what happens in that apartment. And some people may get killed, maybe some people may survive, some people may like be happy, some people may be sad or whatever. But you have different objects you can interact with, and you can use these objects to figure things out, and then you can share the objects with other people, and they may help you figure out what's going on and what you need to do to actually get out this time loop. Because if you don't figure it out by a certain time, it just like all of a sudden you just start right back in the front door like you just walked in you came from home from work or something. You're like, what the hell? And you're looking around trying to figure out why'd your day just restart? I thought you figured everything out, and then all of a sudden you're restarting your day again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely down. And the
cool.
cast is
pretty
crazy.
Yeah, it actually has. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I know William Dafoe was in it. I know that because his voice is iconic. what's my man's name? It's got Xavier in it, right? From
Patrick Stewart.
The young one.
Oh,
So remember,
McAvoy, James McAvoy.
yeah, it's got McAvoy in it, and I forget what the actress's name is off the top of my head, but she's also. I'm looking up the cast right now. She's also a pretty big name because when the game first was being announced, yeah. So it's James McAvoy, Daisy Ridley, and William Defoe are the voices for the cast. But when it was originally announced, they were not signed to it. It was like just regular voice actors, not just regular, like that's the meaning, but other voice actors, like not these big name voice actors attached to it. But the gameplay loop interests me because I was like, oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That Groundhog Day or
Right.
it's just a continuous loop, like, oh, I got it wrong, and then you snap out of it and you're back in it again.
Right.
So it had my interest. It's developed by Annapurna, which is they make a lot of games that interest me. Like, I like the weird stuff, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
So they make they publish those type of games. So
right.
I definitely want to check it out. But my controller is broken, so I'm waiting for my wife shipped it to me. She went out of her way to give me the controller expeditiously.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting.
Right.
I think it hit the international post office in like Chicago, and then once it gets past there, you get it when you get it.
Right.
All tracking goes out the window.
Yeah. It's like good luck.
once it hits the port. So we'll see. It could be a week, could be 3 weeks. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it's like it's an interesting game. It's like I can imagine them making it like I don't know, I could potentially see like a movie out of it. I mean, if they really like kind of like put it together properly. But because it has enough like intrigue in there that can make it like something more substantial, I guess. But it's not like a super long game either. Like you can probably finish it. I finished it pretty much in a day, I suppose. But I mean, it might have taken 2 days. But I had to stop playing one day. I had to do some other stuff. But it's it holds your interest, and you can play it different ways. You can see different endings, I suppose, depending on what you do.
Okay, gotcha.
And then if you do one ending, I found out, because if you do, you can potentially do an ending and then like restart the day and then like see a different ending. But if you do a particular ending, it will restart the game and you have to kind of start from the beginning again.
Okay.
A certain thing. It's kind of interesting, but I found that out a little bit later because I was like, I want to see all the endings, and I just looked it up to see how I get to certain endings. And so I kind of played through that. Then I kind of accidentally went to the ending that restarts the day, so I couldn't like go through the other endings. But I don't think I missed too much, really.
Gotcha.
But
see that, and that's what I need, because I like those little bite-sized games, because I just don't have a lot of time to devote to like, oh, I'm gonna play this 40-hour RPG. Like,
right. Yeah. So, yeah, you can do it over a day. I'm sure it'll be no problem, really.
See, and I feel differently. Like I'd rather have something that give me a lot of material for what I'm going to pay for. Like I know you guys were talking about, what was the one? Was it Hades or something like that? Or what was the one? You said it was only like maybe like an hour to get through it, but it's just.
But that is because he's superhuman. Like I've been playing. I played Hades the entire trip here, and I did not get any further than the third level.
Yeah,
so I'm getting 40 hours out of Hades. He got 1 hour out of Hades. There's a level of skill involved here.
But so I'm not that skilled, so like I might be there with you, Ryan.
Right. I was gonna say, and with Hades too, like it's so I didn't get through it in 1 hour, but you can potentially get through it in an hour. I mean, it doesn't take that long to get from beginning to the end of the get out of Hades, get out of the underworld, whatever it is. But it'd take you that long if you were just if you just did it in one shot, but you're gonna die over and over again. I mean, you're gonna get at least probably 20 hours at the game at least. And then actually after you get out, then some stuff happens and you have to actually go back down and go back out. Or you can go out again after you leave. Some stuff happens. I don't want to reveal any kind of secrets, but they give you an excuse, and obviously you build up your character the more you do it, the stronger your character gets, and kind of gives you an incentive. You learn new abilities, get more weapons, you power up your character, and you just and then they give you like a fishing rod. You can do some fishing. It's kind of random, but you get like a fishing rod. You fish in the underworld, and it's kind of an interesting game, but I think it's pretty fun. I think and I guess like Shannon, you said, I definitely would prefer if I'm gonna spend money to get like a lengthy game. But we're just talking about Game Pass. These are games that are like included with the Xbox Game Pass, so you don't really pay anything for 12 minutes or Hades for that matter. So I just boot them up or download them and boot them up, and just play them on the console. So it's not any kind of investment.
Not a big financial investment.
Right. You know how cheap I am anyway, so I wouldn't even. If I'm gonna pay for a game, it's gonna be a long game, or I'm gonna get it when it's super cheap.
I'm guessing you being cheap because you're probably adding a new wing on to the house to put your,
That's right.
your second PlayStation in that you're not going to play. This will be where the new PlayStation goes. For now, put it by that door as a doorstop.
See, I ain't like Ryan. Ryan's gonna get he's gonna get like 3 or 4. He's like, I got one for each kid and for the wife, and then one for me. And then
man, listen, because I can't take it no more. I can't. They need their own stuff. I need my own stuff. Like they getting too old. Like, and they took my account. I got to create a new account when I do get my new stuff. I didn't win the raffle, by the way. I was very sad.
Oh damn, that's right. I forgot about
my
that.
$5 did not win me a $500 PlayStation. So,
that's all right though. Good. Yeah, but yeah. But besides that, man, I've been chilling. I've been watching some. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna throw it real quick. I've been watching some Shield, Agents of Shield. I've been following up with that, and then
yeah.
It's been pretty good. We're on like season 2, and we're like halfway through season 2, and it's been getting pretty good. But yeah. Besides that, I have to pull up my queue. But
did you watch What If this week?
Oh yeah, What If. I did watch the What If. That was good. Yeah, with the Doctor Strange. I thought that was a pretty entertaining. It was, I still my favorite is the one with T'Challa, but nonetheless, this was right. It was entertaining. It's very intriguing, and it kind of made me want to watch the Doctor Strange movie again.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen that. Even the wife enjoyed it. But it's like it's a little sad, obviously, at the end, like how everything turned out. Like, dang, man, it's like too bad that couldn't work out for everybody. But
I didn't think it was going to end like that. Like, I thought for sure there was going to be continuation after that, and then the credits start rolling. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's like, damn. But shoot. Yeah, that was good. And
I noticed in that one, sorry to cut you off, LeVon. I noticed
you're good.
All of the voice actors were the ones from the live motion picture.
Yeah, every single one.
Every single one. Because I always stop it now. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, like when it first started, I did not think that was Benedict Cumberbatch. I did not think it was him. I was like, it doesn't sound like him. Right. And then I saw it in the credits. I was like, man, that was him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, every single one was the person they were in the live action movie. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The budget's out of control. Anybody that they can get back, they will get back. They're like, yeah, you come back. You're a side character. Use this one voice in the background. Come back.
Right. Welcome back. Yeah. I appreciate that too. I appreciate that they're actually using the actual actors. It feels a little bit more like legit, and it's more like this is actual Marvel. I don't know, series as opposed to just being some sort of like knockoff or some random studio somewhere that's like, yeah, I'm gonna put some characters, I'm gonna draw the characters and have some random voice actors and make whatever scenario that I want to come up with. So
yeah,
and I think
it's definitely impressive.
Yeah. And circling back real quick to what I think you guys mentioned it like a couple of weeks ago, but just how we kind of think this may all be kind of tied to the low-key like multiverse kind of thing that happened at the end. It feels like I feel like this could be very much a build up off of that whole Loki ending, and then it could be this multiverse kind of thing going on, and then they can spin into this. Oh, I think Doctor Strange, with Spider-Man's coming up this week, the end of this year rather, and they can kind of drag that all into the whole multiverse thing. So I know that has some stuff going on too, but
they are for sure going to tie all of this together. So like even with just the ending of Loki, right? The next Doctor Strange movie is called the Multiverse
Multiverse of Madness. Yeah,
that's what it is. Yeah. So like with the ending of Loki, like it already alludes to the TV series are gonna play into the movie, and I could see them doing it with this What If stuff. Like even with the What If, I'm thinking they're gonna start like connecting more, right? You know what I mean? Because you had the character of I'm not really giving anything away, but the Watcher that's in there. to where he had more interaction in this.
Right. Yeah, the most in the series so far.
Yeah. So like I think that's going to be one of the things where you're going to start seeing more of that. You know what I mean? Where maybe the Watcher doing some fourth wall breaking and things of that nature, and you know what I mean. So I think that's where they're going to go with it.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. Like if you're not watching it, like they got me. Like I'm in Disney. I cancel real quick. I've had it though. I've had it since marathoning Loki and WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, because the what if, like I was like, oh well, I can't miss these.
They sucked you back in.
So it seems as though they're going to keep me along for the ride. Excuse me, clear my voice. But yeah, they're pretty good. I'm definitely enjoying it. So what about you, Shannon? How's your week?
Man, I didn't really watch too much. I did watch the What If, but this morning, I don't know why, but I was like, man, I haven't watched anything on Prime recently, and so I noticed there was some stuff I hadn't seen in a while. I watched Predators 2. Right, so Predator in LA,
right. That's right. Yeah, with Danny Glover, right?
Danny Glover, yeah,
yep,
Danny Glover, yeah. And Predators was the other one where they were all on the planet.
Okay.
People on the planet. I don't know if you ever seen that one, but
yeah,
I liked it. It didn't get great reviews, but I was like, man, it was a good concept. I thought, you know what I mean. So I watched those two this morning. And then, college football kind of started up. So I was watching a little bit of that today, getting some of that in, watching my team almost lose. I'm a Penn State fan, but not look very impressive. I'm like, oh, it's going to be a long season. I sent a notice in this text group with some friends of mine, and like I don't drink at all. And I was like, man, this season looks like it's not starting off too well. I was like, can y'all tell me about this drinking alcohol thing? Like it's the cope, right? like, because I might start this year. We'll see. I don't know, but I'm joking. I'm joking, but it was a funny comment I made.
Yeah,
but my team didn't look too great. My Penn State didn't look too great. They won, but they were just not impressed.
Sloppy.
Yeah, they were sloppy. And then I watched other teams in our conference, and I was just like, oh my gosh, they were looking pretty nice. I was like,
not looking too good for us now.
Yeah. Oh
well. There's always next year.
Yeah. Can't blame COVID this year, right? Y'all was practicing up. So
right. Dang.
That's what's up.
I didn't really watch too much. Like I said, What If was really the only new thing I took in. I didn't really play God of War. I think I might have played it once this week for a little bit. But yeah, other than that, not really watching too much.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Ryan?
That's what's up. So I actually did get it in a little bit, even though I was super busy. So I've been working by day, teaching by night. So burn candle both ends, exhausted, but I still squeezed What If in. I thought it was really good. I was definitely impressed. So after I watch a show, like pretty much anything Marvel, I then go on YouTube. There's a guy I watch who breaks down Easter eggs, like stuff I just did not catch. And he was the one who put me on to the whole cast being the actual actors. He was like the entire cast were voiced by the actors, and he believes there's going to be some implications. Like they're not hiring these people to come back to not intertwine all this stuff together. Like you can just find somebody else to voice these people, but you're actually getting the people who have investment in the characters to voice them for a reason. So I was like, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Right.
I've been still watching the Boondocks, still getting through that. Hilarious. Started marathoning Star Trek Discovery. I've been getting that in and during my breaks. Like I really enjoy that show a lot. I think there's 3 seasons on my Turkish Netflix. So because it's not Netflix doesn't stream it in the States, it's on CBS All Access. But over here and when I was in Germany, they stream it on Netflix. So I've been getting that in. And then I watched Shang-Chi on Friday. So opening was here as well on our Friday. and thoroughly impressed. Like I really enjoyed the movie.
So you and LeVon watch Shang-Chi, right? So
Yeah.
let me see what y'all think. Let's do the thumbs up thing. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's see what y'all think.
Give it.
Oh, Ryan said
give it
two.
Two
I give it
thumbs
like
up.
I give it like
Ryan's
a
two
3/4.
and a two.
one
I
and
give
three
it two.
quarters.
I got small things I could, it's not like a perfect movie, I'd say, but it's
Right.
but I'd say like it's really entertaining. And I
Yeah,
think you might have,
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think you might have mentioned it earlier too, Ryan, maybe before we started the call, but it was like really fast paced. I think they could have slowed it down, or they could have like, my wife mentioned that they could have made it like it could be a series, like as fast as they kind of paced it, like with him
Right. They could have
developing.
it could have been a part 1, part 2, or a
Right.
1 and 2. No, they were like, nah, man, we in phase 4.
Right. We got to hurry this along. We got to get them into.
I think it was like
universe.
2 hours, right? It was like 2
Yeah,
hours.
it seemed like pretty long. I felt like it.
Yeah, they were like, we're gonna get you from like, because so I thought pacing was a little bit rushed at the beginning, but then when there's flashbacks in there where it's like, you're like, well, how can he do this? Like, how does he know that? And then they'll go back and they're like, well, this is how he knows this. How he can do it. I'm like, oh, okay. They gave me the origin and the real deal. Because the thing I had an issue with Captain America, even though I thought the first movie was decent, was it was too slow. And then all the good stuff was in montages. Like, no, I want to see Cap beat people down. You don't really see that until the second movie. This one, they're like, nah. Like, I think they gave you 10 minutes of exposition, and they're like, now we're gonna fight.
Right.
We're gonna fight throughout the rest of this movie.
Yeah.
I love
which I appreciated.
Yeah,
I appreciated it.
That's always my complaint, is that you spending too much time on the story, right? Like, if you can rush through it like that and just get it going.
Yeah, and it's still in there. Like the story's still in there. But that's what I'm saying. Like, there is a little bit of a pacing issue, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, I'm just like, either stuff is too fast or whatever. But I didn't mind at the end of the movie. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, you know what? Okay, cool. They can just throw, like, basically, like, not to spoil anything, but they could just throw him in with another character now. They don't have to give him another movie. They probably will give him another movie, but like, he could team up now. Like, he's already there. Like, go ahead and throw him with some random characters. He'd be all right. He can hold his own.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think at the end I think they had some post-credit scenes, but I think they mentioned that they said Shang-Chi is going to return or something. I thought that might have been one of the labels, but I can't remember now.
10 rings.
Like, oh, it said 10 rings will return. Is that what it said? Oh,
yeah,
dang, excuse me. Yeah, maybe that's not the Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's not going to be in it. He's going to be like, it's just his rings that be floating around.
Right. But so if somebody said they had beef with it moving so fast, I would be like, you know, I can get that. But at this stage, I believe in the Marvel game, like, you got it. Like, I believe they needed to focus on him and give him his own movie, because he's a very important character. And also, the representation matters, right? And then every Marvel flick is different. So this one was a kung fu flick. Like, this is basically, I would say, at one point I felt like Rumble in the Bronx vibes. Like, I don't think he was doing his own stunts, but it felt pretty like this is really happening. Like, but no, they ain't putting this dude in that much danger. He's not Tom Cruise.
Hey,
he's not holding on to the side of the jet.
If Jackie Chan could be in that much danger, you know, like, he did all his own stunts, right? Because at the end of all his movies, they always show him getting hurt.
Right. I don't think at one point I don't think they cared about Jackie's life. I watched all his movies growing up, like Rumble in the Bronx, everything, like all of his movies. Who Am I, which was not great, but it still has some crazy scenes in it.
Who am I?
Yeah.
And everything in between I've watched with Jackie Chan. And like, that dude literally broke every bone in his body.
Yeah.
They don't make him like that. They don't make him like, no more. That doesn't happen.
Yeah. Right. It's only one Jackie Chan.
Right. But there's some scene, there's some stuff that happened in the movie. I was just like, ooh, like, that had to be CG.
Yeah.
But it looked real. So
that's the truth.
I thought that was really good. Like, the fight coordination was really cool. But then there were some scenes that felt very Crouch Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and I was just like, because I didn't know she was in the movie. So I got that vibe. Like, so you had the Rumble in the Bronx vibe, you had the Crouch Tiger, Hidden Dragon vibe, and then Michelle. Is it Yao? Yeah, Michelle Yao popped in. I was like, oh, there it is. There's the connection. And she's in the promos. I just stopped paying attention to the trailers because I didn't want anything to be spoiled. So I went on blackout for Shang-Chi because I wasn't really feeling it at first, but then watching it, it exceeded my expectations. Because I didn't read any of his comics growing up, so I didn't know anything about the character. And then I'm glad that I watched some older Marvel flicks before this one. So you might want to go through some of the Iron Man stuff before you go watch this movie. And there's a Marvel short that they've been featuring on Disney Plus that directly ties into the movie from like years ago. Like it's like a one-off, like you watch it and you just like, like when it came out after Iron Man 2, I want to say, or 3, 2, I want to say, had the iron rings in it, right?
You said it had the iron rings in it?
Yeah, the terrorist organization, the Iron Rings.
Is that what they were called? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
it was the third one then.
It was the third one
where they were on fire, like where they melted through the suit to get Flame out, to get Rhodey out. That was the third one.
I think you're right.
Right, but did it have the terrorist dude in it? Did they have the Mandarin in it?
The Mandarin, yeah, that was the third one.
Okay, the third one. So the third one has a short that I did watch. It was like throwaway. Like I didn't really care about it. Like I watched the movie and then they had an animated short. If you bought the DVD or Blu-ray, it was like maybe 10 minutes long. That featured the Mandarin. I was just like, whatever. But it's worth a watch before you watch this movie. So,
but you have to have the DVD to watch it. It's not like on Disney Plus.
So it's on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus. They're featuring it right now. So like if you go to Disney Plus, because I saw it only because I was on Disney Plus going through the timeline, like make sure I was good on the chronology. That's how deep I am in the Marvel right now. I got to make sure I watch them in the right order, right? And in the chronology, it was like it had animated short. So I was like, I should probably watch this again. Or not animated, I'm sorry. It was live action. It had the short, but it was in the timeline. So I was like, okay. And I watched it. And then I watched this movie and I was like, oh, okay. They put me on.
I have not seen that because I've been on Disney Plus and I see where they show to watch them in order. And like, it's not the order that they were released, it's the order in which they happen, right? So like Captain America is first because it's the 40s. Is that what you're talking about? And then they start going from there, right? So
you have all the Ironmans and all that thing. But I remember seeing it like, if it's not in the chronology, then it's definitely when you click on Marvel and then it shows featured, it's in there. Like that short film is now featured. Like you should watch this.
I see it now. The All Hail the King. It looks like the one.
Yeah, All Hail the King. Yep. And you're just like, this came out when Iron Man 3 came out. Like, why is that important?
Right. 2014.
So they're definitely getting their nostalgia out of you. You know what I mean? Like they don't just there's not stuff in movies that's throwaway anymore. Right. You can go back to any moment and be like, remember this scene where this dude tripped and fell? Well, 20 years later, this is the result. You're like, what?
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. But yeah, so I watched that. I thought it was impressive. It had I don't know her work, but I've heard her voice. Awkwafina. She's the female
Awkwafina.
Yeah, one of the female leads. I've never watched her stuff, but I remember Comedy Central commercials because it's HBO Max has Comedy Central stuff. So they show her all the time. I just never clicked on it, but I'm like, now I'm going to go watch her stuff.
Yeah.
So she's got a TV show, and I probably didn't mention this. A couple weeks back, I started watching her TV show again whenever I can because it's a little vulgar, but it's called Nora from Queens, and it's actually pretty
okay. Fun. I've heard of it. Yeah,
I've never seen it. Pretty funny. I'm like 3 episodes in, and like she's this adult that still lives with her grandmother and her father. That just hilarity ensues. You know what I mean? In her life.
Yeah. I gotta check that out. I like the stuff that she's in. She's a good actress. And her name is just so unique to Awkwafina. Like that's her real name too, right?
Oh, is it really?
I'm pretty sure. Like
I thought that's her stage name. Okay.
Maybe. Well, let me see. Let me try to.
Well, because
verify.
in the credits it says Aquafina.
Right.
So
Like
she's one of those people who has one name.
Yeah.
Could be.
Because that's the only thing I've seen of her before. Maybe it's like, okay, it says her real name is Nora Loom, known professionally as Aquafina.
Oh, so that's why it's called Nora from Queens, then, I guess.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so. That's actually her name.
Yeah.
Nora from Queens.
Yeah, but again, I thought it was pretty good, and it had almost an entirely Asian cast. It was subtitled in parts, so if you don't like subtitles, they get through it pretty quick. But they're just like letting you know, like this is where we're at. This is what, you know what I mean. Like it felt very authentic. At the excuse me, at the beginning, and then they just jump right into the action. He's like, oh, okay, we getting it in, and then he just continues to get in. I saw somebody on Twitter was like, it should be called Shang-Chi and the Legend of These Hands.
Can catch these hands.
he is definitely getting in for the entire movie, and not just him, but also the female leads also getting in as well. And then yeah, I watched What If. I really enjoyed that, but no games. Like it feels like every week I have I'm talking about somebody hacking one of my accounts or getting into one of my stuff. I got a rogue message that said that somebody had logged in. So here's the thing, right? I treat every phishing email as though it's gospel, and then I go to the source, and then I change it anyway. So it could have been somebody trying to get me to click a link saying that my account had been accessed from several, like, different continents, several states away from my home address. So I just immediately went to my Sony account and went in and changed my username, password, and turned on MFA. But the problem with MFA, again, it's LeVon's thing. He loves it. I'm okay with it. I shudder at saying love or like. I am okay with MFA, but it always causes me some kind of pain. So like the PS4 that I have is the original PS4. The Wi-Fi antenna is trash. So I have to put basically my Wi-Fi router is far enough away where I don't have a cable long enough. I have to use it, but I have to get as close as possible for it to actually pick up a signal. So it's very bootleg, but it would be strong enough for me to put in my username and password and for it to say, okay, I'm sending you a code. I would receive the code. And then when I try to put the code in, it would time out.
Oh, damn.
For like 2 days, I couldn't access my own account because of MFA. So,
oh, damn.
I finally got in the other day. Like the Wi-Fi guides were in my favor, and I got in. And I didn't even want to play a game. I was just like, I won't watch Netflix.
You were done by that point. All that effort.
Yeah.
Dang.
But
that's what's up, though.
Have not touched my Xbox because the controller's broken. And right now I have the what is it?
12 minutes. No.
Yeah, I want to play 12 minutes. Nothing on the Switch I want to play particularly. I got to get back into Hades because I actually have to get through it at some point. That's pretty much it, man. Just jobbing.
Yeah, you've been working hard,
man. I'm telling you. But get into a good groove. Just make it time fly by. I tell you that. So that's good. Now just gonna spend the rest of this day producing these episodes and sleeping. I'll probably pop into work a little bit, do a little bit of work. So I'm ahead of the game. But
right.
That's pretty much it, man. So your shirt makes me want to get back into Japanese. So so if you're listening to the audio, he's wearing a red shirt with white lettering, but it's what's the word I'm trying to say? It is not easy to read because his muscles are causing me.
I'm stretching out the characters too far.
Yeah, so it's kanji. I think it says Coca-Cola. Oh, and then there's the icon. Okay, now as you lift your pectoral muscle, it is Coco.
You had to lift up the pec,
but in kanji. Yeah.
Look at you though.
Makes
That's
you want to jump
impressive
back in.
Yeah, because
I'm super rusty because I was like Coca.
Yeah, Coca-Cola. Yeah,
it makes you say it makes Cobra, Coca-Cola.
exactly. Those R's sound like an L or something.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
But that's cool. It makes me want to pick it back up. I got all the books, man. Remember the kanji and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
kanji demystified. But I put it down a couple years ago.
damn.
For that cis P. I traded. I'm like Thanos. What did you give up? Everything. I gave up everything for that cis P.
Right.
No games, no enjoyment, no nothing. And now I don't even know how to enjoy myself no more.
You took like half your life away, just like
Snap half of it away.
You snapped it away like
definitely a snap. Yeah.
It's not like my life's gone. Sis P, oh my God.
But yeah, maybe I'll grab a book on the way. So because I'll be traveling this week, so maybe I'll grab one of my books and take with me. Get back into the basics or whatever. They do the test here. I was thinking about doing that, but that test is super hard, so I don't want to waste my money. So
right,
we will see.
Make sure it's worth it.
Yeah, but that sums up my week, man.
Yeah.
Any hot takes on anything else?
Nothing offhand. I was going to throw out just a real quick shout out. I saw that you guys may or may not be interested in it, but Cruella is on Disney Plus for free. I watched that with the wife, and I thought it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's actually pretty well put together. Now, if you guys obviously probably seen the 101 Dalmatians before,
yeah,
but this is kind of like a
backstory,
origin story, yeah, for Cruella.
For Cruella DeVille.
Yeah. They did a really good job on it. It's actually a really interesting movie to me. At least, I thought it was fun, but you guys may or may not, especially Shannon. I know he doesn't like. It's not really like an action-packed thing. It's kind of like a more laid-back, like story-driven, kind of thing. But it's kind of like intrigue. Too much talking. Yeah, too much talking.
Too much talking.
So.
Like, what is up with that? Is she gonna skin these dogs or not?
Right. They got some murder and stuff going on. They got some some deaths and things like that. But it's maybe might not be right up your alley. I'm sure it's not up your alley.
So now that you bring that up, though, it reminds me of something that I'm pretty sure I read it. I could have heard someone could have told it to me though, but I'm fairly certain I read it. Shang-Chi. So usually when Disney does their movies and releases them to Disney Plus, I think it's after 90 days or something like that. But there was talk about doing Shang-Chi after only 30 and putting Disney Plus. And I was like, wow, okay. I was like, I'm all for that if y'all gonna bring it to my streaming service sooner. But we'll see how true it is, right? Because like if it keeps making money, I saw a headline today actually. So it was released for one day that was talking about it may triple the record for Labor Day release numbers or something like that. It was something crazy. I didn't read the article, but I saw that headline. I was like, ooh. Yeah. I was like,
post-pandemic or pre-pandemic? Like
that was just what was in the title. It didn't specify. Okay. You might have to go to the article to specify what it is, but I'm like,
gotcha.
Wow. I was like, it's bringing in money. And again, it's only been out for 2 days, right? Friday, Saturday.
Right. Because I was going to say, look, yeah, because LeVon, you brought it up before we started recording about what you saw at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was crowded or not crowded, I can't remember what you said.
Right. That's right. Yeah, it was not crowded at all. It was like it's so funny though at the theater. Like, so real quick story that at the theater, I it's me and my wife and a friend of ours actually went to go see it, and there must have been maybe like 15 people in the theater spread throughout, but there's always got to be somebody to sit like right behind me, and one person, like a guy behind me, and then his daughter sitting next to him right behind me. And of course, throughout the movie, or the beginning of the movie, the daughter decided to like start kicking back my chair with their feet. And like, I let it slap a little bit, and like maybe like they were adjusting and they kicked it back the chair. Okay. Oh, it happened again. Okay. Maybe they'll stop after a couple, I let it slide for like a few minutes at the beginning of the movie. And then I kind of look back, in my chair, and I stare at him, and the guy's like completely like not paying attention to me, watching the movie. The kids doing whatever, they're watching the movie too. And then like, okay, I sit back in my chair, I watch the movie, and then a little bit later, I feel some kicks on the back of my chair. And then now I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna have to stand up in the theater and then like have to lean over. But I'm like lean over my chair, like standing up. And this guy's still like watching the movie like oblivious. Watching the movie staring. And like I had to do like one of these numbers, like, hello. I was like, excuse me, sir, would you mind if it's okay, if I can ask you to maybe put your daughter in the chair on the other side of you where there's like a whole row of empty seats. And his whole row was like pretty much empty. He just had to sit like right behind us. Maybe, we're kind of in the middle of the theater, but like in the middle of the screen. But he could be like one seat over, whatever. So I asked him to move his daughter over. And of course, he was like, he was respectful. He didn't, actually, I don't think he even said anything. He just started talking to his daughter, like, oh, can I have you go over here kind of thing. So he ushered her over to the next seat. And, I was able to enjoy the movie from that point on. There's no more kicking in the back of my chair. But it reminded me of another situation. Because I went to see the Dragon Ball Super movie when that came out in theaters.
So hold up before you go forward. Okay. He saw it, right? Like right. He knew what was going on. And he was just like, if I don't say anything, this dude will fuck you in the face. I just keep looking. It's like if you mess up in traffic, you just keep looking forward, like, okay, that one was on me.
Yeah, hands on 10 and 2.
Yeah. Right. I'm not even gonna make eye contact. Like,
don't make eye contact.
Yeah. But no, go ahead, man. Dragon Ball Z.
No, but as you mentioned that too, though, I was like, how can, obviously I don't have any kids right now, but I'm like, I would pay attention to that kind of stuff. I would notice my kid like kicking somebody's chair. I'm very like observant like that. I'll see stuff around me that's like catches the corner of my eye. I'll see something like, what the heck are you doing? And I'd be like, I would have said something to my kid, but he's like so absorbed in the movie, like not paying attention to his surroundings. But I just had to like make it, I'm bringing up Dragon Ball Super because the same exact thing happened to me in Dragon Ball Super. The theater was empty. It's literally, I think there's only 4 of us in there, me, my wife, and these 2 people behind me, directly behind me in this big ass theater. I'm like, of all places you're going to pick a chair, it's like, you're going to have to pick like right behind us. Like this butt naked theater right now. you have everything, to your leisure, any chair you want, any chair you desire, besides the 2 chairs that we're sitting in. And you decide to sit right behind
I desire
us.
These.
Right, I desire these. Right behind you. I want to be close to you guys. I feel like this will make my
lonely
experience.
in this theater.
Same thing happened there. And I had to do the same situation at that theater. I had to like, excuse me, your child is kicking the back of my chair. Could you please do something about this? And then he ended up moving, down the road. I didn't have to say anything like about moving the child, but they just ended up even, moving to a different seat. And it's just like, I feel like that just happens to me all the time, or like it feels like it happens to me. I think it happened to me once before, but there was a full theater and somebody kicked the back of my chair. I had to like, excuse me, you're kicking the back of my chair kind of thing. And like somebody with like long ass legs, like kicking the back of my chair. I was like, you need to do something about your long ass legs, but put them put them outside the aisle. Yeah, put them things up. You sit Indian style in your chair or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
you terrified that man. You saw the muscles. He was like, oh.
Yeah, I came up like looking like Stone Cold.
They just around the theater. It's around the theater. Like, we don't want nothing. No smoke. But that's funny you bring it up. So that never happens to me. So it always happens to my wife. Like, and I don't know what it is, but that person with them kicking legs, or that child with the kicking legs, they won't kick me, but they'll kick her chair, which is even more annoying for me.
Yeah.
So like now I gotta defend her honor. You out here kicking chairs.
Right.
Every single time. Never fails.
It happened to my wife one time. I had to say something. I think I said something to somebody at that point. Or they might have, I can't remember if I said something to them or if they stopped on their own. But I remember it's like, are they kicking your chair? I asked my wife, are they kicking your chair? It's like, yeah, I think they kicked my chair. I was like, you want me to say something to them? And she's like, oh no, it's okay for now. It's okay. I was like, all right, let me slide. See if they keep doing it. Then I'm gonna stand up. Because I'm not shy about standing up and saying, hey, you kicking my chair. Like even if I'm like in an airplane or something like that, I'd be like, excuse me. He might come over to like the chair, like, excuse me. That happened to me because I travel a lot for the job too. So
I don't know if you want to do that nowadays, man.
I know, right?
That could be perceived the wrong way. It's only a matter of time before they start carrying tasers, man. Because these people wilding out, man. Attacking. Seriously, they're attacking flight attendants and whatnot, punching them in the face, and it's just like, if you even look like you're gonna say something, like they ain't having.
But you know me, Shannon. You know I would like to fight. I will fight somebody. I would love somebody to start some stuff on an airplane. I will fight them if I have to.
Man, I don't know. Look, this fight will start being like 2 or 3 air marshals now, though. You know what I mean?
I know, right?
They got guns, man.
I know. I ain't fighting no air marshals. Hopefully not kicking my chair, but some random like schmo kicking my chair.
This random schmo.
Schmo. I might fight them.
Yeah. I was gonna say in Florida, like so I go to the theater. It's no longer known as this, but it's the theater where the guy got shot. So remember the guy was throwing popcorn at him and he shot him or something like that. Like they had a verbal altercation and it jumped to "I'm going to shoot you," and he shot the guy in the theater. That was my theater. That's closest one to me.
Wow.
So they've rebranded themselves to try to try to erase it or whatever. But they still keep a cop in there every not even opening. I think I went there one night that was not opening. They still had a cop. Like it's like some kind of, I guess, political thing where that county keeps a cop in that theater.
Wow.
But I never experienced anything crazy there before, except for that. And then I think I forget what movie that was where he shot the dude, but I stopped going there for a little bit. I was like, nope.
Yeah, right.
Not gonna get me. But
that's true. Yeah, it's got. You're exactly right there. You got to be careful. I'm not, obviously I don't instigate things, but I'm very respectful.
But you finish them.
But I will finish them if I have to. Look me in my eyes. I will finish. I'll do it on the plane though, because that's when I know they're not armed. I could just I could do whatever.
Right.
They can fight me out in the street somewhere. No, but no, that's a good point. You got to be careful. You can't be like can't be all like when keeping it real goes wrong type of thing.
You're like Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
I don't like people kicking on my chair.
Right. That's right. I don't like people playing on my phone.
But what LeVon didn't know,
he was a 10-time world champion kickboxer, Navy Marine, whatever. Navy Special Forces trained to kill.
That's it. Like nothing else. Like no CBTs, nothing. Just trained to kill.
Right. Exactly.
Like, you didn't even go to basic training. They just skipped all that. It was like,
that's right.
Teach this man how to kill. But I'm glad you didn't have to put no hands on nobody in the theater.
That's right. I was about to do my own Shang-Chi.
During Shang-Chi, yeah.
That's right.
That would have been a headline, like Shang-Chi incites riot.
Shang-Chi breaks out and Shang-Chi premiere.
Right.
It wasn't 10 rings, but there were 10 fingers that were balled up into a fist.
That's right.
Yeah.
I never thought about that too. 10 rings, maybe like,
I think in the comic he actually had rings on his fingers. He had like 10 rings.
Oh, because they made it like bracelets. Yeah,
they're bracelets in this, but I'm not. Again, I don't know all the lore.
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
I'll probably watch some videos and whatnot, but stay for the post-credit scenes and things. So I like how Marvel's doing it now. Like it seems like the most important scene is directly after the movie. So they show a couple credits, like give you the key names, and then boom, here's a scene. And then if you stick all the way through the 15 minutes of text wall, because we made this movie in 20 countries,
right?
Then you get a smaller scene, which is not as impactful, but definitely for the dedicated who stayed behind to watch it. So it does one of those, and I appreciate that better, because like I say, 3/4 of the theater left after the first scene. They knew enough, like, oh, something's gonna happen. They saw it, and then when the real credits start rolling, they all rolled out, except for me and like 4 other people stayed.
Right.
Because we know there's something coming.
Marvel's gonna do that every time. Like it's to the point now where every movie I watch now, I think there's gonna be an end credit scene. Like,
I'll stay for everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'll be like, oh, let me see. There's gotta be a cut scene somewhere.
I do the same thing. It'd be some random ass movie. And I was like, I'm gonna watch it all the way to the credits, fast forward to it, just in case.
I stayed for Candyman. Yeah, I stayed for the whole thing. I was like, oh, they might show me something.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's how it goes nowadays.
Yeah, Marvel got me all addicted to that now. I got to stay for everything.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I thought that was good. Again, I don't know. I don't. Do they project what's going to be on What If before it happens? Because I didn't see. I don't never see a trailer. I just show up and then it's
I don't think
something.
so.
No, they
I don't
don't.
think they tell you.
They don't tell you at the end of that episode, but maybe IMDb.
Yeah, I don't know.
They may have it listed like it doesn't have a synopsis or anything for it, but it may show.
Right. It's like title card at least. Yeah.
Let me see. Episode guide.
Why you
18
doing that?
episodes. What?
Oh damn.
Oh really? Oh man, see they got me. I can't let it go. 18.
That's right. Got to keep your subscription going.
I got to keep the subscription going.
Next week, 8 September. What if Thor was banished to Earth but was still worthy of his mantle? But then the other ones, like they show. So episode 6 will be a Tony Stark one. No, that's not Captain America. 1.7. Like they got pictures on here.
Okay,
man.
Looks like a zombie.
18.
Like, yeah,
I didn't expect that. I was thinking more like 6. I thought we were gonna get like 6 or 7 or maybe 8 max, but that's not bad. I like that.
It only shows 9. Oh, they show season 1 and 2. That's why.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
1 will be 9 and season 2 will be 9.
How are they already projected season 2?
Hey, they know what they got on their hands. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. It must be something to do with sequencing the movies, maybe. Like maybe here's the first catalog and then the movies feed into it. And here's the second catalog and these movies feed into it. Maybe. I don't know. We might be overthinking it. But they got me. I'm gonna keep it going. I keep giving them $7 a month.
Taking all your money.
But the last thing, when is the Rick and Morty finale? Is that this weekend or is that next weekend?
That's a good question.
I'm going to look at it today, but I heard there's a live action short. So like Rick and Morty, once you get to the later seasons, Shannon, they do shorts. Like they'll have like one that's like just made by an animator that's a spinoff. It's like a one-off. Like they've done 2 from Japanese developers or animators that don't really tie in, but they kind of loosely tie in. Like one is like a samurai joint and another one is like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just crazy. It's like Voltron, another one like Voltron, but it's like super Japanese, just like
right.
Like they completely take the concept. They're like, this is now going to be Japanese show. And you just like, it's off the wall. Okay. It doesn't necessarily tie in, but I heard that there is a live action short that they made that's already out. So I'm going to try to look that up today. But guess who's starring as? Who would you want to be Rick in live action?
It'd be from Back to the Future. What's his name?
Christopher Lloyd, right?
Lloyd.
Is it Christopher? Yep. That's who's doing it. Yep.
Yeah. That's what he looks like.
So I'm like
he looks like.
It's perfect.
Yeah. That's what I would think.
That's how somebody described it to me. They said they're like, what if Doc Brown was a raging alcoholic? That's Rick and Morty. I was like, I'm gonna watch that. And that's pretty much what it is. Like he's off the chain, but apparently he's gonna be in this. I don't know how long it is. It could be like 2 minutes long for all I know. But I'm gonna watch it. But
I watched it. I think it's like 20 seconds long as far as I could tell.
Oh, really?
20-second like little like short that shows like Doc Brown and some guy standing for Rick. I'm not even sure who it was, if he was anybody important or not. But it was only like 20 seconds long. But I don't know if there's some. I think that was it. Unless there's some other like bigger version of it or something. But it was like a pretty short thing, kind of had a beginning and end. But,
okay. I'm gonna look it up today then. I like stuff like that. But that makes me cool. It reminded me that the finale is supposed to be sometime soon.
Yeah, I think it's this weekend. I looked it up. It looks like September 5th. It has Forgetting Sarek Mark-Shaw. Mark-Shaw. And then Rick Murray Jack. I guess there's maybe 2 episodes.
I heard it's like an hour-long finale or whatever.
Yeah.
That was today then. You said September 5th? That's Sunday.
Well, it's your time now. Right?
Yeah, my time's Sunday, but
yeah, you're right. It's like
so it'll be out for me it'd probably be like midday or tomorrow or something. I don't know. I never catch them in sequence because obviously they don't release it. But if I go to Adult Swim, maybe it'll already be out. So I don't know. I will check. But more on that next week. See if it lives up, because season 5 is pretty crazy. So if it could live up to the hype, because this season's been off the chain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, see how it.
So I think that brings us to the natural conclusion of this this episode. So definitely continue to tune in. Thank you for listening. Thank you, LeVon. Thank you, Shannon, for getting me through another week. It's bright and early my time. It's late at night y'all time, so it's not convenient for anybody. we make it work every week. Definitely continue to stay tuned. Definitely check out the rest of the episodes for the week. And we're just gonna keep it moving. Oh, and I did not do it, but guess what episode this is? 100. We hit 100. Yeah, 100. Did not time it that way, but we actually hit 100. So pretty important milestone. We haven't hit a year yet. That won't be until November, but now we're at 100 episodes. So continue to listen, like, share, subscribe.
This means we can go into syndication, right? That's what that means.
Sure.
Shows.
That's right.
We gotta find somebody to pick us up. Got to shop it around the networks. See what they think. Right. But yeah, definitely thank you for your devotion. Thank you for sticking to it for this long, because we said we would do a year. We already hit 100 episodes. Who would have thunk? So, right. Yeah. Thank you again to all those who are listening. Continue to stay tuned. Hit us up at the website, www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, where you can get to all of our social media stuff. Hit me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. I am on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Twitter, and TikTok. And you, LeVon?
You can hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
There it is. And then don't kick his chair.
That's right.
You've been warned.
Don't even sit behind me. Don't even get your feet close to my chair. I don't even care. I'm ready to fight. Yep. Look like what's his name? Dang, I can't think of Kibble Slice when you use come back my chair.
Well, no parts of it. Nobody wants no parts of that. So stay safe and stay secure.
Take care.